Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and I have a project for us today. It's a quick and simple one, and it relates to this journal that we've been working on. So I have this last page, and I didn't put anything big on it, and the reason I didn't is because I wanted to do this wraparound belly band. Doop. So it goes on both sides. And so you have a belly band on this side and you have a belly band on this side, which is, and you can move this sort of using it as a bookmark, throughout the book. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's really simple. You're going to be using just some scraps left over from whatever journal you're working on or whatever paper you have, and a piece of file folder that, has the fold. Okay? So I'm going to get out the rest of the supplies. I'll be right back, and we're going to go ahead and make one of these. Be right back. All right, so supplies on this one. A scoreboard and scoring tools. Scraps of paper that are long enough to cover. A piece of file folder that is at least 2 inches wide. And you want the full with the tabs, okay? Some glue, ink and a dauber, and a paper trimmer. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by trimming our file folder. And I like 2 inches. You can do it, whatever size you want as far as width, but I like 2 inches. And I am going to be basing all of my measurements today on 8.5 by 11. Because most of us make our journals about 9 inches tall so that we can just fold an 8.5 by 11 in half. Now, if you have paper that has been tea dyed or, dyed in regular ink, it's going to be slightly less than 8.5, and that's perfect, okay? So I've got a piece here that's 2 inches wide, and I need it to be 9 inches. And this piece is 9, and this piece is 8.5. Isn't that convenient? We need to just shape a little bit off of that, but I won't worry about it. So what we're going to do is take this and put it into our scoreboard, and we want to, let me take that little bit off because it's going to throw me. There we go. We want to score this at 1/2 inch, the long side at 1/2 inch. All right. And I'm going to score it on both sides just so that I have a little bit more flexibility with it. That's all the scoring. That's all the cutting and scoring. Well, there's going to be cutting for the front cover, but. And then all we're going to do is open it up. And we're going to fold up that flap. Press and put some glue on this. Now, you're working with a file folder, so let me tell you something. File folders are porous. I am not going to fight with this glue. So file folders are porous, and so they tend to kind of suck up the glue. So a little bit more than you normally would use is probably a good idea here. And then just fold this down, okay? I'm going to put a couple of clamps on this to hold it. Doink. Doink. And then I'm going to set this to the side. And when I come back, we're going to go ahead and trim a piece of regular paper to go on the front of this. It doesn't matter what kind of paper you use. It could be something that goes with your thing. By the way, if you're doing this as a make-ahead, stop. This is it, okay? I'll be right back. All right, so we know that our base is 2 inches wide and it is 8.5 inches long. So we want a piece of paper that is 8 1/4 by 1 3/4. Just going to put this in. That one was just a little wonky, but it otherwise was good. And I'm going to cut this one. So let me trim this part off. I know my print is 8 1/4. 8 1/4 by 1 1/4. So I'm going to take this white piece off because I want the B. And 1 3/4. There we go. All of the measurements for this, for the 8 1/2 by 2, will be in the description box below. Okay, so that's 2 pieces. We're going to go ahead and ink these all the way around, and when we come back, we are going to put this together. Guys, this is about the simplest project ever, okay? But it's really cool in your journal. So I will be back as soon as I'm done inking. I'm going to ink my base too, and then we'll put it together. Easy peasy. Be right back. So now I've inked everything, and I want to make sure that my folded edge, the part that I folded and glued together, so the piece that has that little flap in it, is at the bottom. Okay? Then I'm going to take my paper, and if it's directional, make sure that you mind the direction. I'm going to put some glue on here. Now you could use tape on this if you want to. That is entirely up to you. But if you're going to put decoration on it of any kind, I would recommend using glue because that's going to put some weight on it. Okay? And then just center it. You've got about 1/8 of an inch top, bottom, and both sides. Just go ahead and center that. Make sure that your paper, if it's directional, is going in the right direction. You guys know. So we're just going to put some glue on it. Make sure I get my edges. As I said, it's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Lay that down. Now we're going to let it dry, and that's pretty much it. And then this will slide on to any regular size page in my journal. So I can actually move this from place to place in my journal as I'm writing throughout the journal. Right? All right, so that's it, ladies. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and I have not yet offended you, hang around. I will. I offend everybody. It's kind of my secret goal in life. You might want to check out the post tab or community tabs or whatever it is YouTube's calling it lately, or my Facebook group. Both of those have a list, tell you everything that I've got going on, all my videos that are coming up and all of that. Also tells you if I'm traveling, when I'm traveling, where I'm traveling, that type of thing. If I have any free classes coming out, if I have any quarterly kits or pay kits or anything like that, you know, like a kit in a class kind of thing, that's all on there as well. You can also check out my Ko-Fi for some free digitals, or skip on over to my Patreon and support the channel. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.